Hi everyone, I'm bringing you this video because I decided to go for a larger scale on these. I thought they would display better. I'm going to run some clips of these vehicles for you guys to watch, and then we'll take a closer look at them here. Enjoy.
Well, another great thing that we have here at Monster Jam World Finals 18 is we have an unveiling of another concept truck right behind me, as you can see. So we have a great treat for our fans, so let's see what it is. And here you have it, our newest Monster Jam truck, Wonder Woman, representing for all of you ladies out there.
Well, I've been racing for almost a decade now. I started off racing goat karts and have since driven everything from open wheel race cars to sports cars, Ferraris, and even rallycross professionally.
Really?
And now I'm right here in Monster Jam, starting my new journey in this sport and loving it.
I love seeing the women out there. What's it like to be a female driver?
Well, there's actually a lot of women in Monster Jam, which is something I'm not used to and I love. Monster Jam is a big proponent of women in the sport, and they're getting more women drivers just like myself every single year. That's definitely not common for other motorsports. Usually I'm the only girl at the racetrack when I go somewhere, and here in Monster Jam I'm not, and I love that.
So growing up and getting into racing and all those different venues that you mentioned, was there ever a time when people would say, you're a girl, you can't do this is not for you?
Oh yeah.
How did you fight
all the
that?
Time.
How did you fight that?
I always say I grew up sort of oblivious. I didn't really focus on those comments or take time to really let them affect me. I just knew that I loved racing, I had a passion for it, and I was going to work hard and make it happen, and now I'm here.
That is why she is the perfect to be driving Wonder Woman. She's not going to let anybody stop her, right?
No.
Now, when you drive your truck, do you have any other Wonder Woman kind of gear that goes along with it, like a lasso?
Yeah, so on top of the truck I have my lasso of truth, which lights up really bright, and I also, during pit party, have my Wonder Woman cuffs on, so you gotta love those.
Big crash. Danica, Patrick, and Joey Logano, and Eric Almirola.
Holy smoly. Heavy damage there on Danica. Those cars are killed.
And Almirola piling in at the last second and going up in the air. Patrick
Danica's
quickly out of her car.
Boy, she's out in a hurry.
Woo. No kidding, the thing was on fire.
And looking rather upset. Joey Logano's car is not going to make it back to the garage. Neither is Eric Almirola. The window net down on both of those cars. Signal to the safety crews the driver is okay. Now Patrick and Logano were 11th and 12th. Almirola was back in 23rd. Cars stopped at the entrance of turn 1.
Let's see what happened here, guys.
Oh man, it looked like the 22 just got loose.
I think that.
Oh man, what a ride that Danica went on.
Danica took a heck of a ride into the wall, and then the 43 just plowed in there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. I think he committed to the outside lane. Pretty big impact by the 43. As you could see, Almirola sitting in his car. He hadn't quite gotten out of the car yet.
Eric Jones right behind them. Right behind Logano.
Oh,
Something happened on that 22.
Something had to break.
Keep coming here. There you go.
22 violently turned left right into Danica.
Oh,
Right front. Yeah, I saw it blow the fender up.
I think that was a brake rotor.
Oh, you think it was?
Yeah, and that's why it turned left.
Alright guys, so this is the car. The scale increases from 164 to 124. It doesn't feel right continuing this without first acknowledging that driver Eric Almirola of car 43 suffered a spinal injury in that unfortunate NASCAR crash. Needless to say, Danica's car was destroyed practically. I didn't really get into it too much or the drivers' careers. I just wanted to have the car. Many do agree that the paint scheme on this car is beautiful, and I concur. The logos are beautiful, and there's great shots of Gal. So let me get it out of the box. I believe that there are 2 Phillips screws on the bottom here, keeping it in. There's 124 scale. So on both vehicles, I got the 124 scale. And the reason for that is I think that the detail is a lot nicer and easier to see. Yeah, the car is really nice. I love the colors, you know, kind of the reddish and going into a sky color. I love these Craftsman tools here. I like how the this plastic base here for it kind of fits right into the bottom of the car. So you know what, everybody, I believe there's an RC car, which is of course larger than this, and that is the one that has parts that move. I believe the trunk opens on it. Yeah, the trunk opens on it. I'm not positive about the doors, but the RC car is has parts that can move. I love it. I really love it. So again, the detail, so this in the back here, you know, it's just not here on the smaller scale. So what happened was, to be honest, a new Monster Jam Wonder Woman truck was released this year, and I got that. That's the 124 scale that I'm going to show you next. And since I want to display these together, I had to get the larger car also. Let's see some of the. So I don't think anything moves on this, such as doors or anything like that. But really love this. I see that her name is here, but it's not in the back here. Up at the top. We have that on the smaller scale. So I have to say, for the size, this is really, it is a nice car. It rolls pretty nice. I'm kind of impressed, even with the small Hot Wheels, that it rolls very nicely. Not sure about that, but the wheels are actually rubber. Doesn't seem to roll all that great, but again, I'm just gonna I'm gonna have it up. It's not something I'm gonna play with. I'm just gonna have it displayed by some of my statues. Really like it. Love this car. It was a little dusty when I got it. I just wiped it off. There's a little fingerprint by one of the, I think the driver's side window or minor things. You know, this car I'm sure has been sitting in someone's home for a couple years until I got it. Really nice. One cure. Love it, guys. Love it, love it, love it. Let's do the monster truck. So here now is the 124 monster truck, and I really want to get close in on this so you guys can see how nice it is. I didn't like these red wheels here. I was not feeling that at all. I like how these are kind of gold and they have the rivets there, and that the BKT is visible. I really like that. These wheels are rubber. They're really soft. This axle moves a lot. There's a lot of movement with this axle. Yeah, I did take this out of the packaging already. It was just a clear cardboard bottom and a clear clear top. I mean, basically the sides and the top were clear, and you had just a cardboard base that went around. So it wasn't really much to see anyway, but I did take it out. So yeah, this of course has a lot of movement too, but this, what I was talking about with when I mentioned the detail, so that would be, you know, these pipes here, some of the sponsors there. There's actually, of course, more than that. If you go back to my video or the shots I have of the truck, there's more, but at least this is a little more accurate than this. And the lasso, what I really like is you can see some of the texture of the lasso, some of the details in that. I thought that this was scratched when I got this actually, but it's an interesting paint scheme here. How that look that it has. It was in mint condition, great packaging, perfect, beautiful. And it just has this kind of a dirty, scratched look to it. You know, I'm sure these trucks flip over and roll all the time. But so the lasso, I love the details in the lasso that you just don't get with a smaller truck. And then if we go to the front here, this pattern here, you know, emulates her chest plate, I believe. But, you know, it's there on the smaller truck, but I really love how it's just the details. It pops out more. It's a lot bigger. With the tiara here, you can see a little bit of a design over here. It's just a little But yeah, this truck is great. Wheels are... So this logo is flat, right, the W, but it actually has... It has a few angles to it if you go back to the monster truck shots. So I just stuck this sticker, authentic licensed product sticker that was on the box. I just stuck it under there just to save it. I love this thing. I love it, guys. Love the colors. Just they nailed it. Nailed it. You know, I have these beautiful statues, and then this car is here, and this truck, and it goes well with everything that I have in the room, in my opinion. Yeah, this is significantly bigger. Significantly bigger than the 164. I love this fender here. Love that. See, let's get close in on what I'm talking about with the top of that paint scheme. See, it has kind of a scratch look where it looks like the paint has been chipped away at a little bit. It was packaged well. It was never opened. That's how it came, with the little wheelie bar there. It seems like though with this, I think this point sticks out a bit more, but yeah, I don't think Collete Davis drives the truck anymore. I've seen a couple of other drivers. She does have a YouTube channel, but check her out. She's so sweet. She's a great girl. Really fun, really sweet. Look at that baby. Beautiful. I love it. So here we are, how I will have them displayed. This is the polystone block that came with the half-scale statue. I just have the wheels wedged there. And the car fits right in this hutch here. Another visual for you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for loving Wonder Woman. Stay wonderful, everyone. I really appreciate you.